Hey guys, my name's Zolk, and in this video I'm going to quickly give you an overview of how to deal with the Shadow Priest artifact scenario quest Thwarting the Twins from the Mage Tower in patch 7.2. This is the Surrender to Madness tactic where you pretty much one phase and blow surrender from the very start of the encounter and is completed in around 2.5 minutes. I'm not 100% sure Blizzard intended it to be completed in this way, so there could be possible changes in the future. I also want to add that in no way did I do this in the most efficient manner, as at the time I just went in without any real solid information and heard through friends that it was achievable through using Surrender to Madness, and that was honestly all I took in with me, and this took me roughly around 8 attempts before I nailed it. So for your talents, you want to be running with Twist of Fate, then Mania. Mania is great to use here as you have a constant insanity giving you a passive movement speed, which I feel is just far more useful than using a GCD for like body and soul. Next you want to use Mind Bomb, and I just want to add also that later I actually found out you could use Mind Bomb to stun Kinaren Mage Spear, which I honestly facepalmed when I found out, so in the video you won't actually ever see me utilise the stun, but I can tell you if I knew at the time it would have made this a hell of a lot easier. Next is Reaper of Souls, definitely useful to have Shadow Word Death at around 35% again, and seriously bring a mental note to yourself because about 4 mine wipes was due to just totally blanking out and not using Shadow Word Death at 35% and under, as I just haven't played much Surrender since patch 7.1 and honestly in the moment I just forgot, which was really frustrating. Next is Auspicious Spirits, and then Power Infusion, and obviously Surrender to Madness. For my gear, I was 906 equipped, so admittedly I was on more of the gear side of things, dropping from 909 to swap in for an 885 metronome trinket for the added haste proc. Don't be put off by this if you aren't as geared as I am, as I was told through a friend that he did it as an 892 with Nighthold Forset in Surrender to Madness, so honestly you might need some practice, but it's definitely achievable with lower gear levels. In the scenario you can actually bring all types of consumables, so you want to make sure you have your food buff, 2 DPS potions, a flask, and even an augment rune if you like to have that extra little bit of help, though the most important would definitely making sure you have a set of drums, as this is vital to complete this. So in the first phase, Race Mage Spear, which is the guy in the centre, has a little RP chat with his mate Kinaren Mage Spear, which will be the first guy you'll be trying to take down to around 35%, which will begin the transition. You only have to be attacking one at a time, so just bear with me. As the RP goes on, you'll know when the encounter is about to begin, as Kinaren Mage Spear will say I obey. This is where you want to pre-pot. As Kinaren becomes attackable, you want to pop your surrender straight away, putting your dots up and kiting him around the room in a circular fashion. Just make sure to keep moving, as if Kinaren does reach you, he hits extremely hard and will probably kill you in around 2 seconds. So when you bring Kinaren down to around 75 to 79%, this is where you want to enter Void Form and begin the cycle of not letting your insanity drop. For you guys, I would consider using Mind Bomb to stun him whenever he's getting dangerously close. However, with the talent Mania, you will be like 9 times out of 10 have enough movement speed to be at a far enough distance constantly, so it's not vital, but I personally did wish I used it at the time. Also to note, whenever you see a Void Tendril spawn, this is the same slow effect as your Mind Flay. These are the little window of opportunities to get a Mind Blast in once Kinaren starts to speed up, which he does the longer you are in this phase. However, as mentioned previously, now with the use of Mind Bomb, it kinda makes it all trivial. So now when you're closing in on transitioning him at around 35%, you want to pop your Drums of Fury as the drain starts to get a bit stressful, so you should be around 45 to maybe 50 Void Form stacks as you're about to transition. As you transition, you want to quickly apply your dots to Raced Mage Spear. Admittedly, I could have maybe used Disperse here to give me a few seconds of breathing room to stop the insanity drain, but I kind of just rolled with it and panicked and hit Power Infusion a bit early. Again, this is by no means efficient. If I were you, I would try to hold off PI a bit longer, closer to maybe 60 Void Form stacks. Now once you're focusing Raced Mage Spear and closing in on around 60 stacks, you also want to get out your Shadow Fiend and use your second pot and DPS him as hard as you can while kiting and moving away from the annoying little shit ads which will kill you if they reach you. From here, just make sure to keep an eye on your Power Infusion when it's about to drop, as about this time you want to get ready to use your second Void Torrent. And from here on out, you should be very close to killing Race Mage Spear. Remember to use Shadow Word Death, as you can see in the video. I didn't really utilise that very well after my second Void Torrent. Also, if you did not use your Disperse early in the counter, it could be a good idea to like pop it on the last few percent, as your dots will be ticking extremely hard at this point with your high Void Form stacks, as well as giving you some breathing room to either finish Kinaren with Shadow Word Death or just letting your dots tick passively. So once Race Mage Spear dies, you have completed the quest to get your artifact appearance. You do not have to kill Kinaren Mage Spear. Just remember that, you do not need to kill Kinaren Mage Spear. So simply just die and go hand in the quest. Anyway guys, I hope this has helped you in some way. My name's Zulk and I'll have more videos and guides out soon. Thanks for watching.